We lost 1,100 police officers and staff back in since 2010 in the previous Conservative government. We have started to see those numbers come back up, which I really welcome, but we are still 456 down on where we were in 2010, and the demand and the complexity of crime has increased hugely since then.
How significant is this arrest?
Well, I think it's part of the ongoing investigation. Obviously, he's been arrested in relation to breaching his terms of license. They're continuing conversations with this individual to find out if he will share any information, to find out actually who shot this little girl. So, yes, it's a part of the ongoing investigation.
As things stand, do you know if this man, the 35-year-old man, knows who it was who was targeting him?
I think the investigation is still very much in its early days. I'm obviously not one of the investigating officers,
Yeah.
so I can't speak for them or what they know. We are still very much appealing to the public to come forward. You know, community are responding. They are giving us information, but we need more to try and make sure that we know exactly who it is that's done this and can hold them accountable. So this individual may indeed have some useful information, and I know that the police will be following that and continuing to question him. But obviously, we still very much are calling on the community to share that information with us.
And I mean, clearly, it's been reported that this appears to be some sort of gang-related shooting. And if that is the case, there'll clearly be repercussions if anyone does come forward with information. What would you say to people who are perhaps in two minds about coming forwards with information, fearing perhaps for their own safety, given what's happened in this situation?
We absolutely recognise that there is that anxiety there, and I know that there'll be a number of people who are feeling scared and nervous. We are working really closely with our partners. There is lots of visibility in terms of police present to try and provide some reassurance to the community. But we are working really closely with our partners, the likes of our local councillors, our local community organisations who are already getting that information directly from the community and feeding that into the police. So we understand that people might not feel confident to go to the police. We understand that. You know, we're working with Crime Stoppers where you can do it completely anonymously if you want to share any information. The police don't care how they get this information. They just want to know anybody who might have some crucial information that can help us pin down exactly who, committed such an atrocious act.
Does Liverpool have a gang problem?
I think we have to recognise that Merseyside definitely has some challenges around organised crime linked to gangs and those kind of groups that we see around county lines. We can't deny that. I think we're in a very different place to where we were a number of years ago. There has been a real proactive response from everybody across Merseyside to tackle this issue. Merseyside police are routinely regarded as being outstanding in tackling some of these issues. So we know that we have the right approaches in place. But obviously there is still more to be done, and this is something that I think everybody here is very alive to.
And what can you do to reassure people in the city? Because clearly lots of people might go about their day thinking, well, I'm not part of a gang. I don't know anyone who is part of a gang. As long as I go about my business, I'll be all right. And clearly that's what Olivia's family would have thought. They heard something going on, it seems, going on outside their home, opened their door to see what happened. And you know, it's not just a question of that's something that's going on over there, and as long as I keep away from it, that's fine. This is, you know, on their doorstep, shot in our own home. How can you reassure people in Merseyside?
Well, I think this is why the whole city is just absolutely reeling from it, and you know we are all heartbroken really by something like this could happen, as you say, in such an atrocious way. This is why I think we are really keen to continue the conversation with the community. We put these details out there because we want there to be a response. We want the community to help us find these people. They will know things that the police just don't know. And if the police don't know, then they can't go in and get these people off the streets. So it's really about how we work with the community. You know, there is so much proactivity being done. There is a lot of it, as I say, there's a visible police presence now. Our partners are out there talking to individuals as well, but we absolutely need the community to work with us so that we can find who did this. And if we hear about things like this, you know, tell somebody so we can actually go and get these weapons off the street and stop incidents like this from happening.
Just finally, Emily, does Merseyside Police have enough officers?
No, I don't think so. We lost 1,100 police officers and staff back in since 2010 in the previous Conservative government. We have started to see those numbers come back up, which I really welcome, but we are still 456 down on where we were in 2010, and the demand and the complexity of crime has increased hugely since then. So no, I think we absolutely need more police officers. But we also need to invest in our partner agencies as well, like our local authorities, like our youth services, like our community organisations who work very well in partnership with the police to tackle some of these issues.